But no matter where you go in Ireland today, you'll find that there is a Chinese takeaway. And I figure that the Chinese people, wonderful people, they're lovely people, and they make fabulous food. Gee, the food is fantastic. But obviously, the Chinese takeaways were designed by a Scandinavian. Some fella from Norway or Sweden, 6'7", has designed the Chinese takeaway because the counters are about this high. Now, the Chinese people, who are wonderful people, they're not as high as the counters. So you cannot actually see them behind the counter. You could see the tops of their heads. It's like a wig on a pulley going back and forward, like this. But they're there. And the amazing thing about it is that they all look the same. There is an aquarium on the counter. There's a television behind the counter. There's a menu on the wall the size of a cinema screen. And there's always two doors. You ever notice that? Two doors behind the counter, where you can never see people behind them. There's always a hand comes out like this and delivers the brown bag, and the hand comes back out again. And they have a great means of communication. They have a great means of communication. Now, they didn't bother to learn the lingo before they came to this country. You know, they don't speak very good English, and usually when you go into a Chinese takeaway, and I go there quite a lot, you're greeted with, "Why you wa?" "Why you wa?" Now, this is supposed to mean hello and welcome. How are you? What would you like? Have a seat while you're waiting. There it is. Good luck, thank you, and safe home. That's all covered in "Wa you wa." Now, "Wa you wa," if you are ever greeted in the Chinese takeaway with "Wa you wa," you just say to them, "Wa you ga?" And it totally confuses them because they don't know what they got. Somebody else wrote out the menu. Now, "Wa you wa" is fine if the customer is sober. If the customer is sober. But you get two fellas in Dublin coming out of the pub. They come out of the bar at about 12:30 at night, and they are full. And they come out of the bar, and they come out like... They're so full, they have their heads in the air in case they spill any on the way home. And they immediately get the curry feeling. Come here, Mick. We go and we get a takeaway. Chinese takeaway. And it's about to say, okay. So they go along and they arrive at this Chinese takeaway. Hey, we go in here. One hung low. He must have been in the war. One hung low. And they walk in to the typical Chinese takeaway, as we know them in Ireland. They walk up to the counter, and once they come inside the door, they're greeted with, "Where you are?" I beg your pardon? Why you are? Come here. Who said that? Come here for a minute. Come out here and say it. Now, you just visualize this. Try to imagine this. Now, the pubs have closed, and the whole takeaway, the whole restaurant is filling up, and there are lines, there are queues right behind, everywhere. And the fellow rushes up. Give me can I have chicken and chips twice? I heard you first time. Now, what you want? Give it
I'll have beef curry with no onions. And onion curry with no beef.
Oh, we don't have that.
Well, you had it the last time I was here. There was no beef in the curry I got. You want a beef detector?
And meanwhile, just visualise now the whole restaurant is full, and there's a fella coming up. Excuse me, get a portion of chicken. Asshole! No, the leg.
The leg, I don't know that.
Now, what you want?
Give us, have you spring roll?
Spring roll. Yeah, spring roll. How many spring roll you want?
How many have you got? Give us 11. Separate. And I'd also like curry sauce on the side.
The cue now, remember. The lines behind, visualise this. And there's a fella rushing up.
I'd like a spring roll and a chip. Fuck you! It's on to me. Fuck you! Don't bleeding start now. Don't you like to wake up with a crowd around you?
I tell you, fuck you!
What's he saying, Jim? He says the far queue. He wants you on the far queue. That's what he's saying. Over here.
Yeah, I tell you, fuck you.
Oh yeah. What does your girlfriend want, Mick? You know.
Duck.
With a duck.
Oh, sorry, I no duck.
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 Not duck. Duck.
We have no duck.
But you better find one. We're not leaving without it.
We have no duck.
How would you like this counter over there in the car park?
I told you before we have no duck. You don't see understand, you stupid gotcha. You stupid idiot. You idiot. I give you a simple test to find out you understand what I said. Spelling test.
Spelling? Okay, I'll do the spelling test.
Okay. First of all, take C out chips. What you have?
See our chips? Hips.
Very good. Take R out rice. What you have?
Ois.
Very good. Now take F out duck. What you have?
There's no F in duck.
That's what I tried to tell you. I tried to tell you that several times. No, no.